A man doesn't fall in love because of how much you do. A man falls in love in a woman he respects. And respect comes when you have inner confidence, your inner feminine code that tells you that you are worthy, that you are enough, that you deserve the best, that you are not gonna settle for less. Women stay in the relationships that not serving them anymore, that they've outgrown, that bring no happiness or joy, and they stay there just because it's convenient, just because they are afraid that if they are going to leave, they are never gonna discover something better than this. This is where your worth, your inner foundation comes. You have your standards, and being able to create healthy boundaries, it's also that you are able to enforce them. Sometimes we realize everything in our own head, we know how to behave ourselves, we know that we need to enforce those boundaries, and if the man doesn't respect your boundaries, and you are being like, oh, okay, well, maybe next time I'll try again, and you are going to be constantly in this cycle where you are not happy in the relationships, where you don't have smile, where, you know, when you're not smiling, when you are genuinely not happy. Because a true healthy dynamics when you both need this relationship and not just only one side. Men fall in love not in because of how much you do, not how much you chase him, not how much you try to be the convenient, the good woman that doesn't even lead to any long-term relationships. I see this over and over again, that women date guys and they are settling for the low level of investment, where it's actually them become a woman who chase, trying to prove herself. Oh, I have a job and I'm making money and I'm, you know, I bring so much to the table, and those things are great. However, it's not you who should be proving yourself to the man, but, and I'm talking about just any type of man, but the man who leads, who protects, and who provides. A man who genuinely interested in you. A man who is afraid to lose you, not other way around. And in the relationships where you are interested more in a guy, in a man, in their relationships, this is just a so-so situation. Healthier dynamics, however, is when initially where he is interested more in the relationships, in you, in showing you that he is worthy to step in your goodness, in your life, in your luxurious, juicy, sweet energy and life, because you have life and you don't need someone to make you feel happier, to make you feel complete, because you are already whole and complete. And this is what I teach women inside of my Cleopatra Code Wealth program. We work with the identity. We rewire your identity on a DNA level, eliminating all old conditioning programs and all the beliefs that telling you that you are not good enough. Through doing this inner work, instill the right feminine codes where you are enough, where you are worthy. And of course, you are worthy and whole, complete right now as you are. However, if you're not feeling from the core, in your core, that you are worthy, that you're complete, and if it's not gonna be this guy, there will be others, because you are the star in this relationship. So don't underestimate yourself. So in today's video, we are going to talk about why men fall in love. Hi there, my name is Olga, wealth coach for women, and welcome back to my channel. Men don't fall in love because how much you chase him, how much you give him, how much you show him desire to be with him. He falls in love because he respects you and because he invests in you. From a psychological standpoint, a man is a hunter, a provider, and we value that what we invest in. This is a universal and very basic law that I am totally agree with. Let's say that you get a free sample from a store. Would you actually really care about it, or would you actually value it? Would you protect it? Not gonna make a big deal about it. However, if you working hard to create something, to build something, something that you actually love, truly love and value, like your own child, of course you're not gonna play or guess around with the child, right? You're not gonna going to mess around with his security, with his stability. You're not gonna be like with that free sample that you just got for free. You didn't have to work for it. If you lost it, you're not gonna care. It's, however, very different about something that you truly value, that you love. And if your child needs to get to school, you are going to make sure that you get him to school safely, that you pick him up from school, create the best environment at home for him to, to study, to thrive, right? To grow, to thrive. And there is no difference in the dynamics between the relationships dynamics. It is not about manipulation, and it's not about, oh, I am such a queen. No, this is not what it is about. I am talking about healthy masculine and feminine energetics, where both can thrive in their relationships. And not just in the relationships, because again, relationships is just one aspect of your life, but you have other things that you are trying to pursue, other things that you are interested, other things that you are trying to create and to build in your life. If you are not with the right man, where you thrive, where you feel secure, where you receive his protection, receive gifts, receive the blessings, the money, the financial resources that he creates and to brings home to you, to his woman. When I was growing up, my dad would bring his financial resources to home. He wouldn't be someone who is like, we need to do 50-50, splitting the bills. You pay this, I pay this, and none of that. I saw that my dad was the provider, the main provider in our family. Yes, my mom also was working, and because the budget wasn't that big. However, when I would ask my dad to want something, he would make it work. He would give it to me because he was showing me that I'm a girl and I deserve everything I desire just because I exist, and I don't need to prove my love one. So I had this in me, and when I came to America and started seeing that usually when people get together, even before they get together, a woman start invest in a man before he even invests in her. And where is the feminine energy in that? A feminine, she receives. Even our nature is made this way, okay? It's in a true feminine position to receive the protection, to receive love. Let me say to you that love to me can only be shown in actions. Words, yes, they are a bonus. They are words are nice, but you are not going to be able to go far in life, in the relationships, thrive in the relationships based just on words. So actions, right? Actions. It's him showing you in actions, not just in preaching cute words, promising you about your extraordinary life together, about the experience that he will take you to, or that he will start showing you, his level of devotion after he sees that you are doing certain things for him. This is the dynamics that you notice in a man. This is a red signal right away. However, if you are interested in creating life with a high value man who protects, who cherishes you, you have your standards and healthy boundaries, doing this because you are value yourself, you respect yourself first. Because if you don't respect yourself first, as within, so without. The outer world is simply the reflection of your inner world. So if you don't respect yourself, then don't expect others to respect you. Therefore, you should be able to keep your own word to yourself first and to the man. And if he doesn't show you with his actions, not just cute and pretty words, that he invests in you, that he wants to build his life with you, then you shouldn't be afraid to lose him. He's losing you and not other way around. And also, this is what we do, raising the self-worth, taking your self-worth, your worthiness on a completely whole new level through a deep identity work inside of my one-on-one coaching program. So if you want to go deeper, check it out and definitely schedule a one-on-one book call with me. You are being in your feminine position, in the receivership position, right? And you are also appreciate, you allow yourself to be that kind of a woman who allows to receive the blessings, who allows to receive money and gifts from the world and from the man. First, you allow that to even be your reality, and then you receive. Receiving, some women cannot receive even a simple compliment, so you allow yourself to be that kind of woman who are open to receive, and then you also show him and show the world your appreciation for everything that he does for you, being appreciated for his protection, for his effort, for his actions. And of course, we all have masculine and feminine. However, it is a very different thing. You have to work versus when you do it not because you have to, but because you want to, because you're passionate about something, about your business, hobby, career, you are passionate about, therefore you do it, but not because you have to. It doesn't have to be the situation where he pays for everything. No, there will be situations in life also have to contribute, right? Everything is about also right timing here. But in general, it's a masculine's role to hunt, to provide, to build, while woman's position is to receive, is to be in her feminine energy. Woman is about energy, to create the atmosphere at home, to thrive. We value that what we invest in. So if the man doesn't show you with his actions that he trusts in you, invests in you, in energetically, emotionally, financially, this is not the right healthy dynamics. That is why doing the deep identity work, doing the inner work is a must for a woman who wants to change her life, who wants to be able to thrive and enjoy her life, who wants to be able to receive the blessings that the world, that the man wants to give you. And there are men who want to do that for you. And all of this, we are going to dive in deeper inside of the No More 50-50 masterclass. So you are welcome to join. But for now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments what you think. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.